Did you know that nearly 1 in 3 adults over the age of 60 will experience significant muscle loss that affects their ability to walk, stand, or even rise from a chair? It's called age-related sarcopenia, and it doesn't just weaken your body, it slowly takes away your freedom. Maybe you've already felt it. Your legs feel like jelly when you get up. Stairs seem longer. You reach for the wall just to feel steady. But what if I told you that one simple drink, just 1 glass a day, could help bring that strength back? There's a natural, overlooked nutrient that many seniors are missing. It's not a medication, it's not a fancy superfood, and it's probably already in your kitchen. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what this drink is, why it works, and how it can support stronger legs, better balance, and renewed energy, starting in just weeks. If staying strong, steady, and independent matters to you, or someone you love, take a moment to like this video and click subscribe. It helps more seniors discover life-changing tips just like this one. And don't forget to tap the bell icon so you never miss new ways to protect your health. Leave a comment below. Have your legs felt weaker lately? Type yes if you've noticed a change, or no if you're holding strong. Your story could help someone else feel seen. Let's take a moment to talk about something many seniors experience, but few talk about out loud: that quiet struggle, the one where your legs don't quite respond the way they used to. You stand up from your chair and feel wobbly. You try to climb the stairs and your knees tremble halfway up. A walk that once felt refreshing now leaves your calves sore and your back begging for a break. Maybe you've told yourself it's just age. Everyone slows down eventually, right? But what if that wasn't the whole story? See, what most people don't realize is that leg weakness doesn't usually happen overnight, and it doesn't happen just because of aging. It happens because the muscles in your legs slowly stop getting what they need. And sometimes it's not just the muscles, it's your bones, your nerves, and your circulation, all working harder because something is missing. And for millions of older adults, the missing piece is something simple, something so ordinary, so overlooked it doesn't even seem important. Let me ask you something. Have you ever gone days, even weeks, without really thinking about your protein intake? Or your vitamin D or hydration? Because while we're told to watch our blood pressure and keep cholesterol in check, no one really talks about what your muscles are silently asking for. And your legs? They carry you through the world. They need fuel. They need support. But here's what often happens. Over time, our bodies begin to absorb less of the nutrients we used to get so easily. That glass of milk that once helped build strength. Now your body might not pull in as much calcium, that daily walk that used to feel invigorating. Without the right nutrients, your muscles can't recover the way they once did. It's like trying to keep a fire going without adding any wood. Eventually, the flames shrink, and so does your strength. But what if the solution wasn't complicated? What if it wasn't some expensive supplement or hard-to-pronounce medication? What if the key to rebuilding leg strength started with just 1 glass of the right drink each day? Something simple, something familiar, but consumed with intention. Here's where it gets interesting. There's a natural drink, backed by science, that contains precisely the building blocks your legs need to regain power. It works by reducing inflammation, restoring muscle energy, and recharging the nerves that control movement. Seniors who take it regularly report feeling stronger, steadier, and more confident on their feet, even after years of decline. But we're not there just yet. First, we need to understand what happens when your body is running low on these essential nutrients, and how to recognize the symptoms before it's too late. Because leg weakness isn't just an inconvenience, it's a warning sign. It's your body saying, I need help, and that help might just start with what you drink when you wake up each morning. So how do you know if your legs are crying out for support? Most people think it has to be dramatic, a sudden fall, a major injury. But the truth is, the body often whispers long before it shouts. And when it comes to leg strength, those whispers usually come in the form of subtle, everyday symptoms that are easy to ignore. Let's start with one of the most common. Your legs feel like jelly when you stand up. Maybe you've noticed it when getting out of bed in the morning. You swing your legs over the edge, push up, and for a moment it's like your knees don't know what to do. There's a brief wobble, maybe even a catch in your breath. That sensation? That's your muscles and nerves struggling to respond quickly, often due to low nutrient supply, poor hydration, or early muscle loss. Another telltale sign, you find yourself holding on to furniture as you move around the house. You never used to do that. But lately, walking from one room to the next feels a little uncertain. The coffee table becomes a balance aid. The wall gives you reassurance. And deep down, you know it's not just about stability. It's about the strength your legs no longer provide like they used to. Now let's talk about fatigue. Do your legs feel tired after very simple activities? Not a hike, not a jog, just standing in the kitchen while you cook, or walking down the driveway to check the mailbox, or even standing in the shower. That tired, dragging sensation in your thighs and calves is not just old age. It's a sign that your muscles are running on empty, that your circulation, your nutrients, and your body's support system are stretched thin. Some people also experience nighttime leg cramps, those sharp, sudden pains in the calves or feet that wake you up out of nowhere. They can be caused by dehydration, magnesium deficiency, or poor circulation, all of which tie back to what your body is missing during the day. Those painful spasms aren't random. They're your legs screaming out, "I need something I'm not getting." Have you noticed swelling in your ankles or feet by the evening? Do your socks leave deep marks? Swelling, especially in the lower legs, can be a sign that your blood isn't flowing as freely as it should, and without good circulation, your muscles can't get the oxygen they need to stay strong. And here's something more subtle. Your confidence has changed. You used to walk tall, move quickly, step off the curb without thinking twice. But now, don't you hesitate, you second-guess yourself when getting up or going down the stairs. That mental shift often shows up before the physical one, and it's your brain sensing that your legs aren't as reliable as they once were. You might even find yourself avoiding certain activities you used to enjoy. Gardening, shopping, strolling through the park. Not because you don't want to, but because your body doesn't feel like it can keep up. These signs, fatigue, cramps, swelling, shakiness, and even fear, are not just part of getting older. They are your body's way of saying, "Help me hold you up." And here's the hopeful part: you can respond. You can begin reversing some of that weakness. You can give your legs the nourishment, hydration, and energy they need. And for many seniors, that journey back to strength starts with a simple glass of the right drink. A blend of nutrients your body can absorb easily, one that works from the inside out. So what exactly is in this drink, and how does it rebuild strength, muscle, and mobility? Let's dive into the science-backed solution and show you how one small habit can lead to stronger legs and steadier mornings. So what is this mystery drink that's helping seniors regain strength, balance, and confidence in their legs? All from just one glass a day. It's not a fancy supplement or some new product you've never heard of. In fact, it's been around for generations, hiding in plain sight. It's a glass of fortified milk. Specifically, milk that contains protein, calcium, and vitamin D. Now, before you scroll away thinking, milk, that's it, let's take a closer look at why this one drink is so powerful, especially for people over 60. Because it's not just milk. It's a combination of 3 leg-saving nutrients that your body desperately needs, and when delivered in this natural form, they're easy to absorb and easy to put into your routine. Let's break it down first. Vitamin D. You've probably heard it helps with bone health. That's true, but vitamin D does so much more. It plays a critical role in muscle strength, nerve communication, and balance. It's the bridge that helps your brain send signals to your legs to move, step, rise, and stabilize. And here's the issue. Over 60% of seniors are deficient in vitamin D, according to the National Institutes of Health. Why? As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin D. We also tend to spend more time indoors, and even when we do get sun, it's often not enough. Vitamin D deficiency can cause muscle weakness, slower reaction time, and increased risk of falls. But the good news, a 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that seniors who took daily vitamin D saw a 30% increase in leg strength over a 12-week period, and they were 23% less likely to experience a fall. 1 glass of fortified milk contains around 100 IU of vitamin D, And when paired with natural sunlight and food, it's an easy way to meet your daily needs. Now, let's talk about calcium. Calcium is the mineral your bones rely on to stay dense, strong, and fracture-resistant. Without enough calcium, bones become brittle. But what many people forget is that your muscles also rely on calcium to contract and relax. Every time you move your leg, lift your foot, or stand up, calcium is at work. The problem is, many older adults don't absorb calcium as efficiently. And when they drink less milk or cut out dairy entirely, often due to outdated fears or digestive issues, their calcium stores run low. That leads to bone thinning, leg fatigue, and higher risk of hip fractures during even minor falls. 1. Cup of milk provides about 300 milligrams of calcium. That's nearly 1/3 of your daily requirement. And it's in a form your body recognizes and uses well, especially when paired with vitamin D. But perhaps the most overlooked ingredient in this glass? Protein. Yes, protein isn't just for athletes. It's for everyone who wants to keep their muscles alive and working. And your legs, they're the largest muscles in your body. If they're not getting protein, they shrink. After age 60, we naturally lose 3% to 5% of muscle each decade, a condition called sarcopenia. It's not visible at first. You just feel tired, slow, like you're carrying extra weight. But over time, this hidden muscle loss robs you of strength, balance, and independence. Drinking just 1 glass of milk, especially high-protein versions like ultra-filtered or lactose-free protein-rich milk, can provide 8 to 13 grams of protein. When consumed in the morning or after light activity, it gives your muscles the fuel they need to repair and grow stronger. In fact, a 2021 review in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors who consumed 20–30 grams of protein per meal, especially when paired with movement, significantly increased muscle size and leg strength, even into their 80s. So when you drink a glass of milk that contains vitamin D, calcium, and protein, you're giving your body a complete package. One that builds bone, repairs muscle, strengthens nerves, and improves balance. It's gentle, it's familiar, and for most seniors, it's a forgotten superfood. Now you might be wondering, what if I can't digest regular milk? Good question. If you're lactose intolerant or sensitive to dairy, there are now lactose-free versions of fortified milk that contain all the nutrients without the digestive discomfort. There are also plant-based milks, like almond, soy, or oat, that are fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Just make sure they contain at least 8 grams of protein per serving. Many plant-based options don't. And remember, this isn't about guzzling milk all day. It's about 1 simple glass and taken with purpose, ideally in the morning or after a walk, to rebuild what time has quietly taken from you. It's never too late to begin, even if you've felt weaker for years. Even if you've had a fall, even if you've avoided dairy for decades, your body still listens when you give it what it needs. This is your chance to start again, to nourish your legs, restore your strength, and walk forward with more certainty, all from 1 glass a day. Now that you know what this simple glass of fortified milk can do for your legs, let's talk about how to actually make it part of your daily routine and how to get the most out of it. Because the truth is, even small, consistent actions create powerful changes over time, and you don't need to do everything at once. Just start where you are. Let's begin with when and how to drink it. The ideal time to drink your glass of fortified milk or fortified high-protein milk alternative is in the morning. After a long night's rest, your body is low on energy and your muscles are ready to absorb nutrients. A protein-rich drink paired with breakfast gives your body a strong foundation to start the day. But if mornings are busy or your appetite is low, the next best time is after light movement, like a short walk, gentle stretching, or even tidying up around the house. Why? Because your muscles absorb nutrients better after activity. Think of it like opening the windows before letting fresh air in. Now let's talk about what kind of milk or drink to choose. Your best options are fortified dairy milk. Look for milk that is labeled vitamin D fortified. Choose low-fat or full-fat, based on your dietary needs. Both provide calcium, protein, and vitamin D lactose-free milk. If you're sensitive to dairy, There are lactose-free versions that provide the same nutrients without the bloating or stomach upset. High-protein milk. Brands like Fairlife or similar ultra-filtered milks offer up to 13 grams of protein per cup, making them ideal for seniors needing a muscle boost. Plant-based milk, fortified. If you prefer almond, soy, or oat milk, make sure it says fortified with calcium and vitamin D on the label. And check the protein. Soy milk typically offers the closest match to dairy milk in protein content. Choose what feels right for your body. The key is consistency. Next, let's build on that daily drink with the foods that work in harmony. 2. Support your legs further. You want meals that include leafy greens like spinach, kale, or collard greens, which are rich in magnesium, a mineral that helps with muscle relaxation and nerve health. Eggs, especially the yolks, which are a natural source of both vitamin D and protein. They're easy to digest and versatile in any meal. Salmon or sardines, rich in both calcium and omega-3 fats, which fight inflammation in the joints and improve circulation in the legs. Beans and lentils, which are high in plant-based protein, fiber, and magnesium, helping fuel the muscles and support digestion. Berries like blueberries and strawberries, which are anti-inflammatory and help protect the blood vessels that feed your leg muscles. These foods aren't fancy, they're not expensive, but they are powerful, especially when combined with your daily glass of fortified milk. Now let's talk about supplements, or if you need them. If you're not getting enough vitamin D from food and sunlight, consider a vitamin D3 supplement. D3 is the preferred form because it's more absorbable and effective. Most seniors benefit from a daily dose of 800 to 2000 IU of vitamin D3. This supports not only bone strength, but also leg coordination and fall prevention. Always take it with food, ideally your fortified drink or a meal, because vitamin D is fat-soluble and absorbs better when eaten with something nourishing. Here's a bonus tip. Add magnesium. Magnesium helps your body activate and use vitamin D properly. It also supports muscle recovery and reduces cramps and nighttime leg discomfort. You can get it from pumpkin seeds, almonds, black beans, or a low-dose magnesium supplement if needed. Talk to your doctor before adding any new supplement, especially if you're on medications. And finally, one of the most powerful actions you can take, sunlight. Even just 15 to 20 minutes in natural sunlight, 2 to 3 times a week, helps your body produce vitamin D naturally. Early morning or late afternoon is best, and even sitting by a sunny window can help. If you can safely take a short walk in the sun, that's even better. Movement plus sunlight. A double win for your legs, so let's put it all together. 1 glass of fortified milk or a healthy alternative each morning. A few muscle-supporting foods throughout the day. Optional vitamin D3 and magnesium if needed. Gentle movement and a bit of sunshine whenever you can. Remember, you don't have to do everything perfectly. You don't have to prepare gourmet meals or start a workout routine. You just need to do one small thing again and again, 1 glass, 1 step, 1 choice, and soon your legs will respond with more energy, more steadiness, and more strength than you thought possible. So what happens when you begin this simple daily routine? 1 glass of the right drink paired with small, smart changes. Let's walk through the timeline. In just 2 weeks, many seniors notice a subtle but exciting shift. Your legs might feel less heavy in the mornings. That groggy, sluggish feeling when you stand up. It starts to fade. Some report fewer nighttime cramps, less swelling in the ankles, and even a little more bounce in their step. It's not dramatic and yet, but it's the beginning of something powerful. After 1 month, the effects begin to compound. Balance improves. You may feel more secure walking across the kitchen, rising from the couch without hesitation, or taking that extra step without holding onto furniture. You might notice less soreness in your thighs after errands or movement. And your posture? It starts to straighten just a little as your core and legs begin to strengthen again. By the 3-month mark, the transformation becomes visible and measurable. Studies show that by this point, seniors who consistently nourish their bodies with vitamin D, calcium, and protein see significant improvements in muscle mass and leg strength. You may walk longer without needing to rest. You may feel more confident, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or standing in the shower. More importantly, you'll trust your legs again, because they'll be showing up for you, and it doesn't stop there. The longer you continue, even with just 1 glass a day, the more your body will thank you. It's never too late. Muscles can rebuild, bones can strengthen, and energy can return. Not like it was at 25, but enough to keep your independence, your mobility, and your freedom. Imagine waking up, stepping out of bed, and feeling steady, capable, ready. That's what happens when you give your legs what they've been asking for all along. Let's take a moment to remember what we've learned today. Leg weakness isn't just an inconvenience. It's often the first sign that your body is missing something essential. That jelly leg feeling, the unsteadiness, the fatigue from standing too long, these are not just signs of aging. They're signals, warnings, and the good news is, they are not permanent. You've discovered that just 1 glass a day of a simple fortified drink rich in protein, calcium, and vitamin D can become the cornerstone of leg strength recovery. This one habit supports your muscles, fuels your bones, and helps your nerves work smoothly, so every step feels a little more secure. Pair it with small additions, leafy greens, berries, sunlight, a short daily walk. Add 1 gentle stretch, 1 glass of water, 1 more reason to keep going. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to turn your life upside down, because you've already taken the most important step: awareness. You've worked hard your entire life. You've overcome challenges, raised families, and kept going when it wasn't easy. You deserve to stay strong. You deserve to walk with confidence, to stand tall, and to live each day without fear of falling or fading. Strength is still inside you. All it takes is the right fuel and the choice to begin again. So tomorrow morning, pour yourself that glass, not just as a drink, but as a commitment to your body, to your legs, to your freedom. You're not getting older. You're getting wiser and stronger, 1 day at a time. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Do you think you're getting enough calcium, protein, and vitamin D in your daily routine? Will you try adding just 1 glass of this strength-restoring drink to your mornings? Tell us in the comments. Your experience might help someone else take their first step too. And if this video helped you feel more informed, encouraged, or hopeful, please like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a chance to age powerfully, with strength, knowledge, and confidence. Your legs carry your freedom. Let's protect them together.